Them chickens. How are you keeping? I'm eager to continue my work on the mural. I have so much to do before Christmas. I'm certain it'll be the pride of Tassie when you're through. You always had your mother's talent for art. How's your dad? His mind is fading. I pray for him every night. Stream keeps freezing? Oh no, I'm dropping frames. Alright, I think it's back. Yeah, I'm starting to drop frames. Should be better, I hope. I'm having so many issues with OBS and everything else lately. No, it's still acting up. I just restarted this streaming PC too. I wonder if the internet's just acting up instead. As do I. Lord knows that your dad means to this town and what you mean. In some ways, after the revolt, you became everyone's daughter. You're more like a thorn everyone's side now that I'm painting the mural. The council's worried about pleasing the Lord. I don't like them doing it at your expense, but I can't blame them. It's not fair to you, but it is what it is. I hope Dr. Stoltz is taking his responsibilities to your family seriously. I remember when my dad fell. Cared for him the best we could, but those few months before he passed were tough. Were a tough time for everyone. But I believe God will pull your dad through. Whatever the doctor says, we need him. God willing, you're right. I'm at his mercy. God willing. Amen. Have you thought about what you'll do if your dad doesn't come through this? You want me to keep the printing press? Wouldn't that be a sight? Are you sure you could handle it? It's a lot to manage it on your own. But you're a good girl, Magda. There are any number of families in Tassing who'd be happy to take you. You have someone in mind, don't you? I promise you I do not. Such a modest girl. Your dad raised you right. I mean, Otts, of course. He's about as subtle as his father. God rest Otto's soul. I miss him. I wish I got to meet him properly, I mean. He made an impression, that's for certain. The girls around town knew better than to moon after him, though that didn't stop some of us. He was Aba's from the start. Otts appeared to be yours, eh? But if nothing ever comes of that, know that you're always welcome in my family, Magda. Perhaps a nice, hard-working boy, who's got a sharp mind, and provide for a family. Are you trying to set me up with your son? Can you blame my mother for trying? You're a good, respectable girl, Magda. Any family would be lucky to have you as a daughter. Guess I'll consider it. Thank you, sweet girl. Not every marriage starts off on a solid footing, but if you pray and work, and trust in the Lord, you can find it in time. Believe me. If it's not working out, how can you sure a couple belongs together? God knows he brings people together for a purpose. I know. We don't need to understand it, only to have faith in providence. In any case, you should get back to the chores. Remember what I said. Whatever happens, you're always welcome in my home. Oh, before I forget, actually a question about an old book. Martin is supposed to have stolen it from the Baron, who was killed years ago. Do you know what happened to it? Oh. I hope this doesn't get me into trouble, but I still have it hidden in a drawer. Martin left it behind when he ran off. Why'd you keep it? What was I supposed to do? The Baron was killed soon after, and there I was, holding his stolen book. I didn't want Martin to get any more trouble than he already was in. I never read it, though. I don't read well. Can I have it? I don't know. I need a reference to the mural. I lie. Won't everyone wonder where you got the ideas? I've been talking to people over town. They all think I get the ideas from them. Oh, all right. I like to have nothing more to do with it. To be frank, it reminds me of difficult times. A stolen book of a dead nobleman in our home. Perhaps it spoiled our milk and turned our eggs all these years. Here you are. Please don't tell anyone I had this. Tess, have it on you? It's in Latin, which I don't read well. I'll puzzle over it in the evening. Thank you, Brigida. You've been a big help. Of course, Micah. Be well. God bless. You too, Brigida. Until later. All right. Good. Something came out of this. All right, so we need to not go this way. The book was a gift. Baron Rothvogel was going to give the book to the monastery as a gift, and we accused Father Frederick, so he died for it, of murdering the Baron. Well, before the Baron died, about the same day, Martin was seen running away from the cottage, or the house that the Baron was staying at. So we thought he maybe stole the book because it was missing rings and a book. And so they believed Martin stole it, but we never saw Martin again after that until the second act when Andreas came back older. All right, so we need to talk to Il Peter. That's right. They told us to talk to Il Peter. He's still alive? I'm just surprised he's alive. The Gertner farm, I think. But the book is just the history of the town. So that's what we're looking for. I didn't think Il Peter would still be alive. There he is. Hello, Peter. Can I talk to you for a moment? Yeah, what's that? I was wondering if you could tell me some stories about Tassing. Oh, the old tales. It's been so damn long since anyone had a thought to ask me about it, but I know. But there's still a few old tales knocking about this skull. Are there any myths from even before the Romans came to Tassing? Of course there are. The Romans weren't the first ones to live here, you know. There are spirits older than the saints that lived in these woods, older than the Romans. They protect Tassing before Saint Moritz ever set blessed foot in town. What sort of spirits? The sort that I'm getting at. Didn't your father teach you patience, Magdalene? Sorry. It's Percha and her wild hunt that scare them evil ones away. They've protected Tassing since its founding day. Long before the Romans, our ancestors roamed these mountains under a great chieftain called Rastus? Something like that. How folks weren't as kind as they are now. Their tribes fought one another for the best land. The old chieftain was a yellow-bellied coward who neglected the old gods. He was too proud to make offerings. Because of him, the gods favored other tribes. And Rastus? Yeah, Rastus's people had no land to call their own. Instead, they wandered through these mountains, valleys, hunting and gathering what they could to survive. And one day, when winter was approaching, Rastus went hunting and found a wounded wolf tangled in a trap. But instead of killing the beast, as most men would, he helped the beast loose it from its bounds. Sounds like Rastus was a bad chieftain too. Why would he do that? Wolves kill livestock, Carl. Told me 2 sheep were just killed by wolves last month. Pfeiffer doesn't keep after his flock well enough then. And for you, let me get on with the telling. Stop being a gossip. Went the answer. Yeah, please keep going. The old gods are keen to repay the favors done, and Perchta is the goddess of the wild hunt. And the wolves are her animals. She leads the wild hunt, and the wolves lead the hunts to the forest. Back in my day, folks knew it was bad luck to kill a wolf. Now I'm the only one who remembers these things. Perchta saw Rastus' action and took favor on him, and told the wolf to lead the chieftain to her sacred spring. Rastus led his people to the spring and claimed it for his homeland, and we've been in this valley ever since. And those goddamn Romans came and destroyed everything. But you see, there were other gods protecting this place before Saint Moritz. That's why a few of us still honor Perchta. She protects us against witches and fiends. Except for when Salty calls me a witch. It's a wonderful story. Good. I think I can be some use in this town. What about the Romans? Do you know any Roman legends in Tassing? Roman legends? I don't bother with stories from outsiders or tales of gods that aren't our own. The Romans did nothing but conquer our people and destroyed this town. Spent generations after generations building Tassing back from those days. And still our traditions keep dying with no one to carry them on. That's why I want to know, Peter. These stories need to be on the mural. The mural? Fine. But I don't know any of the old Roman shit. Alright. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for sharing your stories with me, Peter. At least someone wants to listen to me. I'm tired of talking. So much has made my jaw ache. I'll leave you to rest, then. God bless you, Peter. Alright, so. We want to listen to old. Well, there's something in the woods we wanted to do. But who else was talking about old gods? Oh, what was her name? Oh God, is that lady even gonna be anything over here? Empty house. The lady that lived at this house. She was all about the old gods. She worked at the church, but is that lady alive? I don't know if that lady's gonna be alive, is it? What? Maybe she's not. All right, well, let's go and talk to Smokey. I think he's the only other one that they mentioned to talk to. Good day, Mistress Struckerin. I told you, Smokey. Call me Magdalene. Old habits, I suppose. What brings you to my corner of the woods? More gossip? Only ancient gossip. I was wondering if you knew anything about the old pagan and Roman mines. The mines? This is a new interest of yours, Magdalene? I don't see the townfolk trekking out there as much anymore. Last I saw, there were 2 twins making trouble. They know a way in. I'll be damned if I ever set foot in that place. What are you so interested in over there? Mural, Breathhouse needs a section about the earliest days of tassing. The mines are the oldest part of tassing, and you keep a keen ear. Thought you might have heard something. I don't know about getting down into the mines, but I do know a fair few stories about them. Other Roman ruins around here. The old stories my father used to tell me when he was a burner of tassing. One about Mars and Tassia, the nymph. It's always my favorite. So I blame that on my youth. Tassia like tassing? Folk named the town after a pagan god. A Roman one at that. I don't understand. I don't mind telling you the tale, Magdalene, but I warn you, it's a bit body. Count me curious. Well, it won't be scandalizing you. Can't have your father hounding me for the hoarseness. But I'll tell you decent bits of what I remember. Alright, what's the story? Well, legend says that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat boar for a taking. He just pulled back his spear and then heard a woman scream in terror. Of course, the great creature ran off and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry. So he trampled through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest, not in a local town. Why would a god be hunting in a tassing forest? How should I know? Maybe he just wanted a brisk walk. Besides, why should anything the gods do make sense? These were old days. Spirits and ghosts prowled. What do you mean prowled? Prowled, you know, like spirits and other evil things do. I can just say they walked through the woods like you or me. They prowled. Alright, keep going. So Mars found a nymph, Tassing's bathing in the spring with a fat, ugly satyr goading her from the shore. Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. And in return, well, Tassia bathed the god. Ah, I see. I did warn you. Where Mars left the pool, dropped to the ground, and it's blossoms with flowers and crops. See, that's why the valley is so fertile. That might be tricky to paint on the mural. I'm not sure the council would approve. I doubt they would. But you're an artist, aren't you? You get to choose what the mural shows. I wouldn't let those old bastards keep you from painting what you want. So much from the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years. I like that we still have these tales. You can never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Of course, the Romans left a hell of an... Okay, here we go. Hell of a lot behind, too. The town was more Roman than Bavarian, really. Because of how long it was in a Roman colony? That, and how much the town was built upon Roman foundations. Tassing is actually much smaller now than it was in Roman day. At least that's what I make it. These ruins go deep into the forest, all the way to the old mine. Half of Tassing is built in stone. Take a walk around town, and you'll start noticing things. We use their stones to build. The old temple by Satyr's shrine has grown over, but the aqueduct runs for miles. Even the abbey used an old Roman fort sees some of the Roman paving stones on the road if you look hard. May not be Roman, but this town is. Tessin has been built upon itself for hundreds of years. What a beautiful idea. That's the way of things. Most people don't notice the old stones, too busy in town to notice what's right in front of their eyes. Maybe I should go take a look at the mine. Maybe get a better sense of things what actually are like. Nothing will stop you, I see. Well, I won't either. Just keep an eye out for the wolves and satyrs you might see down there, eh? I'll let you know if I see any. Thanks for your help. Good luck, Magdalene. Be safe. Alright, so I guess we're going to the mine. Apollo! Are you staring at someone bathing? Looking for frogs? Artemis says she saw one the other day and we're trying to collect a bunch. Frogs don't come out this time of year. How do you know? Artemis said she saw one. Nah, never mind. What do you need frogs for anyway? I'd like to tell you, you'll snitch. I didn't snitch when you ruined Baltus's new clock by pouring honey in the gears. How'd you know that? I like having the snooping one. It's kind of cool. Let's tell these stories that embarrasses people. I'm clever too, you know. Besides, who else would it be? Come on, tell me. Sorry, Magdalene. I can't risk this one. Try asking Artemis. Hey, Magdalene. Hey, Artemis. Apollo said you were catching frogs? Yeah, what about it? He told me to come and ask you. He wouldn't say anything. He didn't tell you? Christ, finally, he's learning to keep his mouth shut. Oh, come on, just tell me. No way. This is, our biggest trick yet. We're not risking if you... You'll just have to wait and see. Alright. Piggy! Pig out here? Must have broke out of its pen. I wonder who it belongs to. Don't attack me, Piggy. Gravestone's still there. If I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I'll have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is too steep. No one used it in years. There must be some way to get down. Let's talk to Apollo and Artemis. They've been talking about it. I'll have to come back later. Okay. Well, Apollo and Artemis were here. Why didn't I ask them before? What's up? Can you show me how you and Artemis get into the salt mine? The mine? Why, it's all gross and creepy. I need to get down there and see what the pagans and Romans left behind. I need reference for my mural. Oh, the mural. I would ask Artemis about that. She's pretty protective of mine. Alright, I'll go find her. Sorry, Magdalene. If she says yes, I'll show you later. See you then. See ya. You need something? I'm a little busy right now. I need to show me how you and Apollo get in and out of the old salt mine. Mine? Yeah, Magda. Why do you need to go down there? I want to see what our forefathers and the Romans left behind. It's for the mural. The mural? You want to use our secret hideout for your mural? I want to see if there's anything left down there I could use as a reference. You're really into that whole Rathaus project, aren't you? Why should I show you how to get in? Please, Artemis, I don't want to go, I won't go in ever again. I just need your help this once. Just like you said, you never asked to borrow my favorite scarf again. I need a guarantee, Magda. Look, I'll show you how to get into the mine on one condition. You help Apollo and me in our next prank. No telling, no snitching, no questions asked. Yeah, what are you up to? Father Thomas has been droning on and on about the plagues of Egypt, right? Apollo and I are collecting frogs to hide it in the tabernacle. If Father Thomas opens on Sunday, the frogs will go everywhere. can't wait to see Father Thomas's face if you get away with it. He'll never expect to summon frogs in his sermon on the Egyptian plagues. It's a perfect plan. So, what do you want me to do? Stole the tabernacle key, but we need to put it back before he notices. I think there was a Eulenspiegel story like this. Okay, so you want me to put the key back? Precisely. Look, we stole the key earlier to make sure it was the right one. We'll steal it again once it's actually stuffed the frogs in there. But in the meantime, it needs to go back. I need you to replace the key on the altar in the church. Apollo and I would attract too much attention, but you're on the town's goody-goody. Not that bad, am I? Well, not entirely. It's not your fault Ott's moons over you. The council lets you get away with anything. Anyway, will you do it? I'll get you the mine if you do. Alright, give me the key. Perfect. Good luck, Magdalene. Let me know when it's done. Alright, so we're gonna go drop the key off. I'm pretty sure I gotta drop the key off first. Oh, nope. Go back. Oh, looks like the church is empty. I'm pretty sure the lady inside there, if she's still alive, she'll see me. I can leave the key on the pulpit where Father Thomas was sure to find it. There, better get it before Father Thomas comes back. Let Artemis know I returned the key too. That was easy. Yeah, I can just go in the forest here. Nope, never mind. That's not the forest. I lied. Let's go back. And Magdalene. Oh, yeah. I have to talk to Artemis. Martha especially likes to leave offerings for her. How's your errand going? Left the key where he would find it. Brilliant! Alright, as promised, Apollo and I will show you how to get into the mine. Come on, follow me. Are you sure you want to do this, Magdalene? There's some creepy things down there. Who knows how many people have died in those mines? Right, it's probably haunted. You should go back now. You should back out now. But you still can. You don't scare me. Alright. Can't blame you if the if a ghost gets you. You were warned. Anyway. It's not that bad as long as you know where to put your feet. You do it all the time. Come on, let's get on with it. I don't want you to get into trouble again. Fine. Start with your feet on the inner ledge, Magdalene, and then look for ledges that look like shelves. Alright, here it goes. Don't forget to move your hands down before your feet so you don't slip. Hike your skirt a little so you don't get it caught too. It's easier that way. Wait, the missing rung. Alright. There's a missing rung near the bottom. Watch your step or you will fall. Like this idiot. Why'd you have to say that? Why do you always have to embarrass me? Alright, I got it. Thanks.